How do you know if somebody's got a narcissistic or a decent character? First of all, it's getting very, very clear about what does character mean. It really means somebody's inner identity, what their beliefs are, and therefore their behaviors. Because belief drives behavior. And it's really their beliefs about themselves, life, and others that is their character. So this is like the inner core of somebody. It's their inner identity. It's actually who they are. So what's the difference between a decent character and a narcissistic character? Well, a decent character is somebody who can be kind, compassionate, caring. They care about other human beings. They have integrity. They're honest. They can be responsible for their behavior. They can be accountable for it. And they're interested in partnerships and teamwork and community. And, even ideally, making a difference to others and the world. That's a decent character. So what's a narcissistic character? A narcissistic character is someone who is not kind, who is not caring, who doesn't view other people as blood, bone, autonomous human beings, who's actually going out about life for their own self-serving agendas and to manipulate, mine, and exploit other people for their own gain. And this is somebody who is dishonest, somebody who lies, somebody who is not interested in teamwork. They're not interested in solution building with others. They're not interested in their community. So how do you tell the difference? Well, first of all, when you're connecting with people, it's about having your values deeply steeped in investigating people's characters. So it's not about people that just have the same interests as me. Maybe they're into music, or they love animals, or they love visiting art galleries, or whatever else it is. When we're having relationships with people in our life, whether it be friendships or intimate partner relationships or work colleagues or whatever, bosses, interests are negotiable. We can have really wonderful relationships with people who have differing interests. But we need to have aligned values. And values are vital as the foundation for any healthy relationship in your life, whether it's a family relationship, any relationship at all. So we have to get very, very clear about that the people that you're aligning with and you're having relationships with, do they have a good character, or is it a narcissistic character? So how can you tell the difference? Well, narcissists display times of where they are not kind. In fact, they're really malicious. Where they will lash out. Where they are incredibly demeaning, aggressive, punishing. Where they will attempt to hurt you. Whether it be emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. That's not kind. That's not caring. These people will exploit people for their own benefit. You can even pick that up in conversation with them, how they view other people, how they treat them. You can see how people are in their sphere of influence, their family, their friends, people they've worked with. You can see when it comes to a dispute or a crisis, they will throw people under a bus. They don't take responsibility. And when it comes to a breakdown in a relationship that can lead to a breakthrough of even greater understanding and unity, that they don't want teamwork, they don't want to find solutions with you, they don't want to heal things, they just want to be right at every cost. And they are not accountable and responsible for their wrongdoing, for getting caught out, for doing things that narcissists do. They don't learn from their mistakes, they're not accountable, they don't make amends, they don't reform, they don't atone, they don't turn inwards to heal their beliefs, their views of themselves and the world and others that lead to their atrocious behaviour. So of course they can act nice, they can act caring, they can go out of their ways, they can say all the right words, they can look you straight in the eyes, they can lie to you, they can twist, they can turn, they can manipulate and make you feel like you're wrong. But the bottom line is, when you're around people with a decent character, it feels good in your body. It feels normal. You may have some triggers of your own unhealed stuff go off, but if you were to show up and you were to ask questions and you did want clarification and you do lay boundaries and say, I'm not comfortable with this, that person will respect you or will meet you or will be transparent. Whereas with a narcissist, if something goes off in your body, and we have to learn to, as thrivers, show up, ask questions, lay boundaries, be honest, honour ourselves, even if we're confused. And if this person starts twisting and turning and refuses to be transparent and projects it back on you and tells you everything's your fault, etc., 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 then you're dealing with somebody with a defunct character. Absolutely. But the bottom line is, our soul source connection is amazing, and your soul source connection is always wanting to lead you forward into healthy relationships, healthy development of yourself, healing of yourself, and being able to live your true self and your true life in healthy interpersonal relationships. Not perfect, they all need work, but healthy means honesty, and let's go back to the fundamental values of character, that we need to be kind, including the person you're in relationship with. Care about your community, want to do integrity and honesty and openness, be accountable, be responsible, be interested in solution building to create teams. Without that, you don't have a relationship. Somebody with a poor character, you're not going to change them. The person you meet is the person you get, regardless of how they cloak it. And then you may think, well, they're not always like that. You know, sometimes they can be lovely, accommodating, caring. But that would be like saying, you know, he's an amazing father and husband, but yet he shot somebody yesterday in a rage. If the character is defunct, the character is defunct. So I really wanted to help you with this, to help you get very, very clear about what is necessary for a decent relationship, and you're not going to change somebody with a defunct character. If they don't have the basis of kindness and care and consideration and honesty, forget it. And they are basic, foundational, baseline requirements for any relationship in your life to work. So character is everything. And your soul source connection is going to give you the warnings. People will come forward and warn you. Your gut will go off. Something will be wrong. There'll be some kind of conversation that doesn't add up. Or a liar has to have a really good memory. They will change the story and you will pick it up. Your soul and source, or something outside of yourself which is connected to your soul and source, is always giving you the warnings. If you don't heed them, if you don't investigate, if you don't critically think for yourself, if you don't ask the questions, if you don't show up, well, then you're going to miss character. We have to grow up past that. I hope that this really, really helps. I want you to think about character, not interests, sharing interests. I want you to think about character. Take your time to work out somebody's character before you commit your friendship, your business arrangement, your intimate partner relationship, which would be your body, your soul, your heart, your bed, your finances. Take your time to assess character. And if it doesn't stack up, leave it alone. There are really good people in the world. You don't have to choose bad people. Lots of love. Bye-bye.